Good morning, children. Welcome you all to the online classes started by the Orbis school. I'm Aarti Raina, class teacher of class 3, and I will teach you maths. So let's start with lesson number 1, shapes around us. As you know, shapes can be plane shapes or it can be solid shapes. So today, let's learn more about the basic shapes. Now, this is a picture of basic shapes. This is rectangle, square, triangle and circle. Rectangle has 4 sides, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Square has 4 sides, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Triangle also has 3 sides, 1, 2 and 3, and circle no sides. Now, rectangle also has 4 corners, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Square, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 4 corners. Triangle, 1, 2 and 3, 3 corners, and circle, no corner. So, today our topic is based on corners. Can we give names to these corners? Let's see. This is picture number 2. The white sheet which you can see, this is a rectangle, and this yellow paper, this is a square. Please focus on this yellow sheet of paper. So it has 4 sides, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 4 corners, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I have given names to all these corners. This corner is house, this is shop, this is school, and this is an ice cream parlor. Now, this corner and this corner, they have the same side. Shop and school, they also share the same side. Ice cream parlor corner and school, they also share the same side. And house and this ice cream parlor, they also share the same side. So, the corners which share the same side, they are called adjacent corners. Again, these are also adjacent corners. These are also adjacent corners, and these two are also the adjacent corners. So, if I wish to go to the school, I will follow this path or I will follow this path. So, I will go from these two adjacent corners, then these two adjacent corners. For the other path, also these two adjacent corners. Now, next one is there any other path so that I can reach to this school from my house? Yes, this is the path. But these are the 2 corners, but they do not have the same side. Again, these 2 corners, they are also opposite to each other, but they do not have the common side. So, the corners that are opposite to each other, they are called opposite corners. So again, an ice cream parlor and shop, opposite corners. House and school, opposite corners. So the opposite corners are corners that are opposite to each other. Now, if I am going to join these 2 corners, it becomes a side. If I am going to join these 2 corners, it is a side. If I am going to join these 2 corners, it becomes a side. And if I am going to join these 2 corners, it becomes a side. And if I am going to join these 2 opposite corners, is this a side? Or these 2 opposite corners, is this called a side? No. When I join 2 opposite corners, it becomes a line, and that line is called diagonal. So this square sheet of paper, it has 2 diagonals. One from school to house, and another one is an ice cream parlor and shop. Now let's see one more activity. This is a paper. Its shape is square. These are the adjacent sides. This is also an adjacent side. These 2 are opposite corners, and these two also are the opposite corners. Let's join these two opposite corners. Open it. Now let's join these two opposite corners. Open it. Now you can see the lines. Trace these lines with the help of a ruler and pencil. Now it will be like this. Now you can see two lines on a sheet of paper. This is a diagonal and this is also the diagonal. So this square has two diagonals. Now again, rectangle also has two diagonals because it has two opposite corners. A square, it also has two diagonals. Triangle, let's see, can we draw a diagonal of this triangle? These are the adjacent side. These two also the adjacent sides. These two also the adjacent sides, but no opposite corners. So no diagonal for this triangle, and for this circle, no sides, no corners, so no diagonals. So let's have a quick recap what we did today. First, what are adjacent corners? The corners that share the same side, they are called adjacent corners. Then what are opposite corners? The corners that are opposite to each other, they are called opposite corners. And the diagonal, when we join the two opposite corners, the line is called diagonal. Now let I give you a little bit of home fun also. If you have a rough notebook, any notebook at home, please write down the names of all basic shapes, then examples of the basic shapes which you can see around your surroundings, and then draw all the basic shapes and write down the diagonals, how many diagonals the square has, the rectangle has, or the triangle has, and a circle has. Please do this home fun and please practice and revise the worksheet which Orbis School is uploading on my school portal. Thank you.